Coming up on MCTV News.
Mack Gives Back is one of Merrimack College's most beloved traditions. From faculty, students, and staff all coming together, it's a great event that we put on.
With no NEC conference play happening whatsoever right now, we took a look at what's happening with our current Merrimack student athletes and how no practice and no competition has affected their current well-being and mental health. As one of Merrimack's newest additions to campus celebrates her first birthday, we sit down with Officer Anderson and give you insight into Merri's life around campus.
MCTV News starts right now.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicole Fasciano and welcome back to MCTV News. I hope your semesters are wrapping up well. We have a lot to go over with you today, ranging from new event coverage on our campus, COVID-19 updates, to the latest and greatest with sports. Let's get right into it. To start things off, so far this semester, with over 16,000 tests administered, there have only been a total of 167 positive cases of the coronavirus on our campus. Due to isolation and quarantine protocols and contact tracing, we are lucky to have remained on campus thus far. The college's vigilant actions and adaptations on campus have had a positive impact on slowing the spread of COVID-19. Speaking of COVID-19, it has brought about many limitations as to what events can take place. Now, let's take a look at how the pandemic has impacted one of Merrimack's most beloved traditions and events on campus, Mack Gives Back.
Hi everyone, I'm here today at Mack Gives Back, where Merrimack faculty and students are preparing meals for people in need.
Since the founding of Mack Gives Back in 2012 by Merrimack's Vice President for Mission and Ministry, Father Raymond Lugos, thousands of Merrimack students, staff, faculty, and alumni have contributed to helping nonprofit organizations and agencies in need of assistance. Mack Gives Back is a community-wide series of service events commemorating 2 days of significance in Merrimack's history, Veterans Day and St. Augustine's birthday. Volunteers perform a number of services, including raking leaves, picking up trash, stocking food pantries, and more. We were lucky enough to have our reporter, Shaun McAvoy, spend the day with volunteers and one regional manager of the outreach program to truly understand what goes into these events and give you a first-hand experience of how the Merrimack community comes together during this great tradition.
Merrimack has been killing it. This is our third time here out of just 9 mobile events during the pandemic. So you guys are figuring out how to keep it going and doing it huge. And passing campus after campus. The first event got you on the top 10 list, and now you're climbing up steadily to be a powerhouse in this among campuses. Why did you choose to do this in the first place?
I really just love helping people. I know it sounds a little generic, but I just love helping the community, the people around me, and just knowing that I can make a difference in the world.
For the full Mack Gives Back video, please click the link below.
Participating in Mack Gives Back is a really rewarding experience for the students, faculty, and alumni of Merrimack College. Now, for the latest and greatest with sports, let's send it over to our very own Shaun McAvoy with MCTV Sports. Shaun?
Thank you for the intro, Nicole. Hi everyone, I'm Shaun McAvoy here with MCTV Sports. There have been some recent updates in sports since our last show, both on Merrimack's campus as well as professionally. On campus, get ready for it, Warriors, because sports are coming back. In the upcoming weeks over winter break, both hockey, men's and women's teams, as well as both basketball teams, will be returning to play in early December. The Merrimack women's hockey team was supposed to begin last week, but unfortunately due to COVID, they had to postpone their opener game. Speaking of Merrimack hockey, we have a package here speaking about the upcoming schedule for the Merrimack Warriors.
Hockey East has announced that they will be moving forward with the season for both men and women's ice hockey. With the postponement, both of these teams have been waiting patiently to get back on the ice. The schedule is set to kick off November 20th, and we can't wait to see how our teams play. With missing a few months, all team schedules ensure a double round-robin season for each school. The schedules were also created to mitigate a possible outbreak. Both men's and women's games are organized to limit the amount of different campus populations coming in close contact in a single weekend. Hockey East Task Force has also been working for months to organize a really safe season for all teams. With testing protocols in place, we are finally getting to see a season.
Up top, it is Harris again. His wrister scores! He's camped out at the doorstep. Back to the point. Wise gets a piece of it. He scores!
Merrimack's men's ice hockey team kicks off their season December 4th at home against Maine. We've been waiting patiently for college hockey, and it's safe to say we're finally going to see a legit season. Both of these teams have a lot of potential for success, and we can't wait to see the Warriors back on ice. Reporting live from Lawler Rink for MCTV News, this is Danielle McCarthy.
Wow, what an informational and insightful package, letting us know all about the team itself as well as when they're going to start playing. Speaking about playing sports in Merrimack, something that doesn't get talked about a lot is how COVID has impacted not only the athletes' abilities to play the sports that they love, but their mental health. So we have a package here talking about athletes' mental health on campus.
Hi guys, I'm Gabi Eckard reporting live from, well, my dining room table here at the Royal Crest Apartments in North Andover. Because as Warriors, we're staying home and we're staying safe. We've been protecting each other's physical health by wearing masks and following social distancing procedures. However, have we taken a look at how we're doing mentally? As an athlete on the women's lacrosse team, I can let you know that this semester has been a rough one. And without normalcy in practice, lack of ability to two-team bond altogether, and, no competition, it's been draining physically and mentally. With no NEC conference play happening whatsoever right now, we took a look at what's happening with our current Merrimack student athletes and how no practice and no competition has affected their current well-being and mental health. Let's check it out.
When I first found out that we would have to make a decision about either going back to campus, staying remote, or commuting, or taking a leave of absence, I didn't even think twice about it. I started to rethink my original decision, and I went back, emailed the school, and told them I was going to go remote for the fall semester. It's really been difficult for me to see my team practicing without me. That's probably the hardest part.
I have been sent home for contact tracing, so that was kind of a lot. But for dance team, basically our season was kind of taken away from us. Obviously that stinks, but what that means is that we have no plans of going to nationals in Florida this season yet, or we don't know. There hasn't been any football games or basketball games. We had a late start to our season because we didn't know if we'd be able to practice.
So I would say that COVID-19 for my mental health, being a student athlete, has definitely had an impact, and I've definitely seen some changes overall, mostly with my schedule. I am a very structured person, and with lacrosse and sports in college, especially at the Division I level, your life is very structured by your schedule and when you can play and when you can't play and your workouts. So I definitely have seen a big impact in my mental health where I don't have such a rigid structure as I was used to.
Thank you for having these conversations with us, guys. Reporting live from Royal Crest for MCTV, I'm Gabi Eckard.
It's weird to think how not being able to play really impacts players, not only physically but also mentally. And that's something that doesn't get talked about a lot that's important. Now, on to professional sports. Since our last show, we've had a lot of updates across the various leagues. For starters, in the MLB, the LA Dodgers won the World Series this year. This is good for the Dodgers considering over the last few years, they've lost key World Series victories to the Red Sox as well as the Houston Astros. And that one even stung a little more because the Astros were then found to be cheating afterwards. Also, in news from the NBA will be returning to play over the course of winter break on December 22nd. This is huge because the NBA has had a very small amount of time that they'll be able to run their training camps and preseason. And there have already been major moves made during this offseason, both signings and trades. Some of these signings and trades include Gordon Hayward leaving the Boston Celtics, which personally I don't like because I love Gordon Hayward. And going to the Charlotte Hornets, we have Bogdan Bogdanovic is going to the Hawks. We also have major trades like Chris Paul leaving the Thunder and going to the Suns, as well as other signings like Dwight Howard to the Philadelphia 76ers and DeMarcus Cousins joining James Harden and Russell Westbrook in Houston. That's bound to be a great season upcoming, and I look forward to being able to watch some of these games over break. Finally, the NFL has been running smoothly ever since the beginning of the season after their initial scare where the Tennessee Titans team, as well as many other teams, had to postpone games. Since then, the NFL has been running relatively smoothly and has not had that many games had to be postponed due to COVID, other than, unfortunately, the Thanksgiving primetime game between the Steelers and the Ravens. That's all we have for you today for MCTV Sports. Now let's get back to Nicole.
Thanks, Shaun. Now, let's take a look at one of Merrimack's newest additions and fan favorites, Merri. Merri joined our community in the springtime of 2020. She serves as Merrimack's reliable comfort dog. Merri just recently celebrated her first birthday, and we are able to look further into the celebration and gain more insight about Merri. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, I'm here with Officer Anderson and Merri, who's Merri's main handler. So we're just going to give you a little quick preview on what Merri's jobs are like here. Hey Merri, we heard it's your birthday soon. Are you excited for your birthday party? So you are her main handler.
Correct.
And so whenever you're on duty, Merri is here with you.
That is correct. Merri has a full-time job just like me. Merri is our very first comfort dog. Then we had her name reveal in March, early March, right before COVID hit. Then she went and she trained. It's almost a full year training. We got her through Hero Pups, which is a non-profit organization that provides comfort dogs for both first responder and military veterans. So the number one thing that Merri is, she's a comfort dog. So she has no police function. She doesn't, sniff for drugs or chase people. She's not like the typical canine. We want everybody to pet her, hug her, be around her. She really helps out a lot with stress. People are homesick. They're stressed out about finals, anxiety. And that's what she's here for, to make everybody feel better.
So what's your typical day like on campus with Merri?
So Merri and I will come to work. We usually spend a lot of time at the SAC because that's kind of the center where all the students are. So we spend a lot of time meeting the students. She loves to get pet and make sure everybody gets to see her. And then any special event in the college, like if there's the suicide prevention walk. During Halloween, we went to the Merrimack Honors. They had a Halloween party. Went to costume parties. We work with Res Life, Austin Scholars, the Welcome Center. So any college event, there's a good chance you're going to see Merri there. But if anybody has a special event, whether it's your sports team, your club, any activity throughout the college that you may want Merri for, you can feel free to reach out to me. You can email me. Merri has the Instagram. You can send me a message on that. And, time permitting, I'll do whatever I can to get Merri at your events.
We do appreciate you talking with us, and we appreciate you bringing Merri by to hang out and get a few questions in. And we look forward to her birthday.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. It was fun. Oh, what was that, Merri? What? What's the matter?
Thanks, Olivia and Gabi. Now let's send it over to Colleen Mearon, who went out into the Merrimack community for one of our favorite segments, Question on the Quad. Colleen?
Thank you, Nicole. Hi, everyone. My name is Colleen Mearon. I am out and about today on the Merrimack College campus here to ask my fellow Warriors what is their favorite holiday tradition. Let's take a look. My favorite holiday tradition is going to see all the Christmas lights because they all look so pretty and they get me so excited for Christmas.
I would have to say mine is every year the day after Thanksgiving on Black Friday is the day that we put up all of our Christmas decorations and fill the house with holiday candles, and it just gets us in the holiday mood.
My favorite holiday tradition is for Christmas time. we spend time together with family, of course, and it's always wonderful. And I come from a Polish-American background, so we have this rich tradition of spending Christmas time together. We have this wonderful tradition. It's called a opłatek, and we have this little, it's like a thin piece of bread, and we all share it together, and we give each other wishes, and we're all at the table, and it's really just a wonderful time. We have all of these delicious traditional meals, and it's just, you know, good food, good family time, overall very nice traditional time.
My favorite tradition is Thanksgiving dinner and lighting the Christmas tree.
I really like decorating the tree and making cookies with my family.
I would say decorating the Christmas tree is my favorite holiday tradition.
My favorite holiday tradition is that we have Christmas Eve at our house, and we have about 15 to 20 family come over. And because I'm responsible for food service here at the college, I am a chef by trade, so I really cook some really fun and interesting things, like foods that Jesus may have eaten, and we get a lot of investigation on that. Or we try to find from cultures, different cultures, what they might eat for Christmas.
Mine is definitely putting up the Christmas tree and the ornaments and listening to music with my family.
Awesome.
My favorite tradition is going around with my family and looking at all the houses decorated with their Christmas lights.
My favorite holiday tradition is my uncle coming down for New Year's, and he makes us this big Italian feast, and we bring family from all across the country, New Jersey, California, everyone comes, but I don't know how we're going to do that this year.
Thanks for that, Colleen. Before we get too excited for our winter break plans, please remember to practice social distancing even during the holiday season. Unfortunately, even when you do all of the right things, you still may contract COVID-19. The MCTV crew was not immune. Here's a first-hand look at our experience.
Hey Warriors, it's about 12:30 in the morning right now after my first day of quarantining in my apartment with my roommates. Obviously, there's different situations around campus and for everyone, but I'm going to give you my tour today of my crib and what I'm dealing with for my corona quarantine. So let's get into it. The three things that I want to share with you guys that are very important, especially even if you're in your room and you have roommates who may not have contracted the virus. It sucks, but this thing right here, you have to wear it in your room. I have to wear it to walk to the bathroom that's 2 feet from my room. Hand sanitizer, huge. Water, stay up, stay hydrated. That's what you need right now. Try to eat good foods. And honestly, the biggest thing, and I've dealt with it today, even the first day, is just keep a positive mindset. Your body will know if you're going negative in mindset game, and you don't want that to happen, because then your body will react, and you'll react in a bad way, and then you'll get even more depressed and more sick. So just keep your head up, Warriors. I mean, we're all in this together. Like President Hopi said, we're all coming back in the spring, so let's get through the dark days now. I'm going to kick it over to Nicole Fasciano now, and she's going to show you her quarantine setup.
Holy crap. It's November 1st. I'm walking. I have disinfectant wipes. I have my bag. I am walking to my car because I'm free today. I'm free. I'm a free woman. Oh my god, black ice. Ooh, almost just took a digger. I get to go out. I get to live my life. I made it out of my 10-day isolation after having COVID. I'm going for a drive. Cheers to that. Alright, so this is day 2 of me knowing that I have COVID-19. I kind of woke up feeling fine. I've only had like cold-like symptoms and very mild. I've just been wicked tired. So like it has been like tolerable so far, knock on wood, but I'm gonna do a taste test with orange juice right now because I have a feeling my taste buds and my smell are starting to go. I can kind of smell it. Okay. Well, it's orange juice, so it has a different kind of tartness to it, but I can taste it, which is good. I sound sick though, but I'm hanging in there. Oh my god, I'm just a mess, but we're good. Alrighty, so this is my third day being home since I contracted COVID-19. Everything's been going okay so far, but I like to come outside sometimes, just get some like fresh air, just get a change of scenery, because it's really hard being in my room like 24 hours like for the 10 days. So kind of like to break it up with just getting like a change of scenery out on my deck, and yeah, so it's a nice little breather and kind of brings you back to reality during the day. Okay, so it is day like 6 or 7 for me of being home and in quarantine after contracting COVID-19, but this is just a little layout. I have my cough drops, I have my water next to me that I keep like refilling. I'm literally just kind of in bed with my iPad next to me. I have orange juice, my AirPods, like menthol kind of chest rub. That's my bunny. But I'm pretty much just in bed the whole time. I have tissues next to me, and I really haven't moved. I can go to and from my couch, which is kind of nice, but I guess I'll bring you over there to show what my setup is. So yeah, I've just been in my bed. I also have my heating pad kind of next to me if I need it. I also have waters and hand sanitizer if I need it. And then this is kind of my other part of my room. I have like my whole like couch set up. It's a mess, but that is kind of where I've been chilling, doing homework and classes. And then this is my TV. Couch is on the other side, so I've been chilling in this area. I also have all of my vitamin C orange packets, and yeah, so that is kind of what I've been doing. I really haven't been doing much, just literally bouncing back and forth, watching TV, either actually on my TV or on my iPad in my bed. Today's my first day taking classes while being home. Kind of. I mean, this is the first day I felt good enough to kind of participate. I haven't been as tired today. So yeah. I just wanted to come on here and vlog again because today I woke up feeling so good. And tomorrow is supposed to be the day that I get to get out of my house. Peace out. Holy crap. It's time. I'm just in my living room. I'm in my little corner where I'm not really near anyone. I can just chill. My doggy is over there chilling, but I feel amazing. I'm so happy and so more like happy, confident, like motivated for moving like forward. I made it through it. You never know how your body's gonna react in your mind, and I've done really good. I've been really strong so far, and so far so good. I made it out of my 10-day isolation after having COVID. I'm going for a drive. Cheers to that.
Personally, testing positive with the coronavirus was one of the hardest experiences I've ever gone through. I'm so thankful to be back on campus. Well, that's all we have for you today. Be sure to keep an eye out for more MCTV news to come. Enjoy your winter break, and as always, be safe, Warriors.